Hi, this is Bruce Wood. I am the writer-director of a new feature film project called The Deer Thief, and this is the second installment of the video production blog about the Deer Thief. You know, in the first one I told you that the basic story is that a man moves to the country where he is stalked and seduced by the ghost of a local man. But, you know, I was trying to think of what to tell you first after that, and what I actually should tell you is what happened before the movie started. And the event that caused the story of the Deer Thief to happen was that this guy Ted's boyfriend Craig didn't get home on time. Now Craig and Ted had been together about 10 years. They met when Ted, who was a commodity futures broker, was speaking to a class at the college that Craig went to. And they met and they got along together, and 9 months later Craig moved in and they lived together, you know, for about 9 years after that. But in all that time, Craig was probably ever like on time for an appointment maybe twice. So Ted had come to expect that Craig was always going to be late for stuff. It was a difference in their temperaments, basically. Ted is introverted, enjoys nice upholstery. He enjoys the leather seats in his BMW. He enjoys going out to cultural events. Where Craig was built for speed. Craig was athletic. He liked playing soccer. He liked speeding through the city streets on his bicycle. He was known as someone you could count on if you needed a player for your team. You know, you just give him a call and he's there. He was also very hypersocial. Craig would stop and talk to people and talk to them for hours. And that would often make him late for things because he'd just lose track of time. He just enjoyed keeping people company that way. Basically, what happened one night, well, Craig didn't come home, you know, and his 45-minute leeway time had passed, and Ted was beginning to get a little bit upset. But after 2 hours had gone by, you know, they were supposed to go out to dinner. Ted canceled their reservations. He was getting a little bit more than upset, but you know, he wasn't taken to being demonstrably angry. So he was just keeping it inside. And then 3 hours went by. Ted was ready to punch holes in the wall, and his stomach was so upset that he probably could have puked into those holes too. Anyways, hey, the phone rang. Ted's waiting for an excuse that will make, you know, he'll believe it. Everything would be wonderful if he just heard what happened. But what happened was that there was an accident, and Craig, flying through the city streets on his bicycle, hit a rough patch and slammed himself into the back of a truck and broke a lot of bones, and he got killed. You know, people saw it. There was no foul play involved. It wasn't really dramatic. He did it to himself. And it was just a result of his personality. He liked to go fast, and he went fast, and he lost control. It was unfortunate, but it threw Ted's life into turmoil. You know, you think he was upset about Craig being late for dinner. He was tremendously upset by this whole thing, as you can imagine. And basically that's where our story starts. It starts with Ted's life being turned inside out and him losing a lot of sleep. And then the camera starts rolling and you see him. So there you go. That's the beginning of the story, and there's a lot more to come. And thanks for listening. This has been fun, and I really am looking forward to talking to you again later. So bye. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, be home on time and do the things you're supposed to do. That's the advice for today. So long.